Hello everyone, welcome to Skillbell Tutorials. This is Arun here with Liferay 6.2 Development Tutorials, session number 10. In the previous session, we have seen how to create a portlet and how we can create a form and how we can call our action phase and how we can transfer the action phase and render phase, how this action phase and render phase are actually executing. These things we have learned already. But in this session, we are going to see how we are going to pass some data to the action phase and how we can receive the data in action phase. Okay, so that's what I'm going to show you in this session. So for that, we have to create a few input parameters inside the form. I'm just putting the format of a input. Let me put it as type text, and I'm giving the name. Okay, let me take it as the name. All right, so I'm actually going to input a name into a text box, and that I'm going to receive in the wow controller. That's what my intention is. So now I just need to have a portlet namespace also associated with this name. Otherwise, I'll be failing to receive using the paramutil at the wow controller. I'll show you how the paramutil is working and how the paramutil I can utilize at the controller. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm just need to do this portlet namespace type and cut this and paste it just before the name. So this is the portlet's namespace is going to come here, and and the name is also here, which I have typed. So both makes our parameter name. Okay, that is what going to happen. Now if I submit, the wow controller will execute, and this parameter will be the data which I'm entering to this input box will be passing to the wow controller. And I need to have a mechanism receive that parameter which I sent using this form. I need to receive at the wow controller. So how I'm going to do that? I just need to use something called paramutil from Liferay dot get. I can just select the request. I have the action request here, copy and paste it here, and the parameter. Okay, so the parameter is nothing but the name. Okay. I don't need to use the portlet namespace at the paramutil. Behalf, I can just use the name what I have printed over here. So when we use allow UI to create forms, this portlet namespace adding just before the name, we can avoid that, because allow UI will take care about adding all those things for that parameters. So here I need to pass a default value, no name received. You can even make this as empty, for you want to have some empty check, and you see this is going to return the value which I am actually passing from my form. So how I'm going to retrieve that value is, I'm just typing string name. Okay, I'll receive the name at here. So now let's see this printing. By printing, I'm just giving a sys out. Let me see my name is printing here or not. Name is plus the name. That's it. So I'm going to send a value to the controller, that is the wow controller, and I want to see whether that name is received at my controller or not. I'm just going to deploy. As usual, I need to right click, Liferay, SDK, and deploy. I have my server already started. The deployment is happening now. All right. Now the deployment is done, and I'm just clicking or reloading the page once again. I can see the form. Let me just, okay, first let me just put the submit and check the console. So you see there's name is, and there is a blank stuff came. There is nothing. That is what it's printing is. This portion of the application is actually executing, but it was actually not returning any data because we didn't pass any value to this, but an empty space is passed. That empty space is actually coming at this place. Okay, now what I'm going to do is Neonics software solutions. So this is the name I wanted to print at the console. Just submit it. I think it takes more than I expected. Maybe some memory issues occurred. Let me just stop the request. I'll probably reload the page. Oops, I think something went wrong with the Tomcat. Let me just pause the video, and I'll restart the Tomcat and will show up this again. Okay, I have done one-time restart of my Tomcat, and now I'm just showing you. I'm just typing the Neonic Software Solutions and submit. You could see the name is Neonic Software Solutions. It has printed at the console. Okay, and let me show you what we have done for all this is, first we added one input text box, input text box in my form, and then we have appended the portlet namespace with the name parameter, and then we have created the wow controller, and inside the wow controller we have the process action. Inside the process action, I have used paramutal to get the name which we have passed. So if there is no parameter with name, then what it is going to give you is no name received is going to be added into the name, and it is going to print. So this is how we can submit a form, and we can save to the database, or we can write it to a file, or whatever the process we wanted to have, we wanted to use, that we can use. In the next session, I'm going to show you how to use portlet preferences to store this in a portlet preferences data and retrieve it back to your JSP. So that's what I'm going to show you. That's it for this session, and we are also preparing some tutorials on Liferay 7. Keep watching the skill belt tutorials and keep supporting us. Thank you very much.